You talk a lot about sharing awe. How does MDC Partners help their clients share awe?
I talk about sharing awe specifically because I think awe is the most shareable of emotions. We are in the business of trying to create ideas that spread. I think spreadability is an important consideration. Awe is quite spreadable. This is based on a bit of research the New York Times did, which basically saw that the articles they have that are most forwarded are ones that inspire awe in some way. How do we do it? Well, it's kind of what we're trying to do. It's kind of what the whole focus in some ways of the marketing communications is increasingly being, which is kind of delivering value in some aspect and understanding that we exist in a networked world where people are constantly connected and sharing stuff. And the best marketing introduces persuasive elements into those networks that then kind of move around, do stuff.
What technological innovation is most exciting to you, someone who's working across so many different platforms right now?
The bits I'm interested in are things that are systemic in their approach. So what I'm really interested in understanding is not how TV works or how radio works or how digital things work or how the mobile works. I'm interested in how they work together. So let's say something like the socialization of mainstream media I'm very interested in right now. I think social media works very well around mainstream media. And I think the emergence of social TV platforms, which allow you to watch TV and socially communicate via a back channel, is going to be very interesting. I think hyperconnectivity that comes from always-on broadband-enabled mobile devices will change the way we interact with the web in a very significant manner. Because like having dial-up and having broadband are two very different things that at a certain increase in quantity, a qualitative shift occurs, right? The same will be true with mobile when it works properly.
How do you engage with mobile as a consumer?
I have several phones, actually. I have one on the Android platform, I have a BlackBerry, and I have an iPhone, the new one. I use my iPhone most, probably. BlackBerry is for email, almost exclusively. I don't use it for anything else. And the Android phone is just because I want to see what happens on Android devices and stuff. I was in a meeting with some grown-ups recently of decreasing seniority or age, perhaps the better way to think about it. And as soon as the meeting broke up, one immediately went to make a phone call, one checked the email, and I checked Twitter. And I think that typology dictates kind of your age and relationship to certain kinds of media. If you use phones most, you're probably older. If you use email predominantly, you're probably a bit younger than that, but older than me probably. And if you use Facebook exclusively and Twitter, you're probably younger than me. Yeah, phone calls are very presumptuous in my opinion. They imply that whoever I'm calling has the time to talk to me right now, which to me just seems a bit rude, frankly.
So my last question is about, what do you think, is this a good time to be a brand?
I think the industry that we kind of think we exist within is changing to the point that maybe we don't. It used to be we got very good at making certain kinds of commercial communication outputs, fragments of narrative, pictures, words, and that was cool. Now everyone can make pictures and words. And so maybe it's more about thinking about how we harness that ability of people to do things with us. I think technology represents a much broader palette, potentially, than just pictures and words, which should be creatively very exciting. And I think that's cool. Yeah, I think it's a good time.